Hey everybody, it's Holly.
And Heather, and welcome to another Sunday, Everything Elvis. How's it going out there? Nope, seriously, we're so excited to be here with you guys. Hope you've been having a great week. We've been having a pretty good week.
Yes, we have. I feel very accomplished.
Oh, wow.
Thank you.
Okay. Feeling very accomplished. I guess we'll get into that, whatever, No, I think I know what she's been doing. But yeah, weather not too great here. It's a little gloomy and cloudy, and there's apparently some big storm coming in tonight.
I know.
I'm not excited.
I had to check to make sure we were even on Facebook. We are. Things are looking good. We're good. So
good. Yeah, so not excited about that, but we're excited to be here and with all of you all.
Yes.
And today we're talking about Elvis Week. Tickets went on sale this week. We're going to talk all about it. What did Holly and I get? What did you get?
Yeah.
Are you going? Are you not? What events are you most excited about? And also, we're going to show some cool items that I picked up at the Nashville Elvis Festival because we didn't have a chance last week to do my very mini haul. It's very small. There's not a lot of things, but they were cool things, and we'll talk about that. Yeah. And then we also got a very, very special gift in the mail from our friend David that we can't wait to share.
Yes. So a lot of stuff in this episode. Y'all grab your coffee.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to, I got a new mug out because I'm trying to coordinate with my shirt.
Oh, okay.
Heather and I are, this is how far down deep Heather has went in her Elvis obsession. She comes to me today and she's like, hey, I just found a shirt I don't remember buying. Do you want to wear it? So we have matching shirts. It's from birthday week.
Yeah. No, look, they're really cool. The funniest thing about it is that I literally, I have so many Elvis t-shirts. I had to go buy myself these special boxes for them to store them in. And I was like digging through thinking, what am I going to wear today? And then I like pulled this one out and then I pulled that one out and I was like, hey, these look the same. And then I like looked at them and they were the same shirt and one of them still had the tags on it. And I was like, did I buy two of these? And I don't remember. I did.
It's serious, guys.
I did.
It's a serious obsession. I'm going to have to rein her in.
Yeah. So I was like, Holly, I got a shirt for you.
Yeah. So Heather's dream has come true once again. We're in matching t-shirts. We're celebrating Elvis' birthday, which coincides kind of with Elvis Week. We're themed here. So, yes, comment and let us know. Because, there's been a little controversy, as there always is every year, I feel like. Everybody, gets a little up in arms about shows that aren't there, guests that aren't there, ticket prices, packages, all that. So comment below. Let us know. Did you buy a package? Did you get some individuals? Did you just say, hey, I'm going to skip it altogether this year? We're dying to know. You know us. We can't.
Yeah,
we can't. We've got to go no matter what. So,
yeah. Well, like we said, again, we are very blessed and fortunate to be here in Tennessee and in Nashville. So, we don't have to worry about like flights and stuff because I know that's a major expense for a lot of y'all, especially if you're overseas, especially if you're coming from Europe or, Australia or whatever. I mean, goodness gracious, just the like plane tickets and the travel plans alone, like getting a rental car, all that is so crazy. So luckily we just have our gas money, which hopefully gas prices will keep going down. But yeah, that's, a major expense on top of the tickets and the hotel and everything.
We get it. Yeah. So if you're not going, don't worry. As always, we'll be there to take you with us.
Yeah.
Doing reviews and reactions and taking you to all of our favorite places and videoing a couple of, special performances and stuff. So fear not. We have you, besties.
All right, let's say hello to some people.
I know.
I see a lot of you already jumping on.
Thank you.
Yeah, and of course, we always try to do our Sunday Everything Elvis because that's just a day that works better for Holly and I. As far as our treks back and forth, from Nashville to Powell to Nashville, and then we're kind of bouncing around different times and stuff. Seeing what works better. Sometimes earlier works better for us because Holly has a commitment or I need to get home sooner to Pal or whatever. But a lot of you jumping on at this time. So I know that.
I think maybe
we're a little hesitant because this is, I think, the earliest we've done.
Yes.
11, I think, is the earliest we've done on a Sunday. So we were like, let's
try
and see.
I think 11 to 11:30 is our sweet spot.
What's a good time for you all?
I'm feeling like this is a good time for everybody.
What's a good time for y'all? Yes. So let's see. Hello, Andrea. She says, living in Florida, I'm going virtually with y'all. Love it.
Love it.
Hey, Carol.
Carol.
She says, morning chickadees, looking lovely today. Heather, I do the same thing with books. I forget which ones I have. I'm going to have to make library cards. Girl, I know.
Oh, Lord.
Well, I'm surprised with my obsession with Elvis memorabilia, and as long as I've been doing it and collecting, I'm surprised that I don't have multiples of like mugs.
Well, if I cleaned out a cabinet, Lord only knows.
Or
I
like
might find
multiples of like ornaments or something.
No, you do have those, Heather. No, I'm not gonna lie. But then I just put one on your tree and one on my tree.
Okay.
So
anyway, hello Norma. Good morning to you. She loves the shirts. Hello Jane. She loves the shirts as well. Christine. Hello from the UK.
Hey.
Tammy. Debbie. Happy Sunday to you. Can you all believe that this week we're already into April?
I can't believe it.
April. It's already here.
I know.
Hey, Sarah. Happy Sunday to you. Lisa, she's having breakfast. What are you having? I'm hungry.
I know our house smells fantastic because I made this casserole. It's called the Neiman Marcus chicken casserole. Evidently.
That's so weird.
It's here's the weird thing. Tell me if y'all have heard about this. This is completely un-Elvis related, but oh well, I'm on it now. I'm always trying to look for like casseroles and like easy things to make for Heather and Dad to eat while I'm gone, because as we all know, Heather does not cook. And although I was proud of her, she cooked a little bit last week. So this week I was like, I'm gonna make it easier on her. I'm gonna make a little casserole where all she has to do is heat it up. And I was looking, and I take casseroles and I make them like healthier, like I'll use like fat-free or low-fat versions, or cut like something fattening out of it. Evidently, there's a Neiman Marcus here in Nashville, but I don't think it has like what is evidently this legendary cafe. Like evidently, if you go to New York or somewhere where there's a major Neiman Marcus, on one level, there's like a restaurant. I don't know if it's like a restaurant, a bistro, a cafeteria, or whatever. I've always heard about these weird cookies they have. Like they say they have the best cookies you will ever eat in your life, which are like, what? In a department store? And now I just saw some lady make, and she said this was in her top 3 chicken casseroles of all time.
Well, I can't wait then.
So, well, now I made the low fat version, so it may not be as good.
Well,
I used everything fat free. Now, probably if it was full fat, delicious.
Although,
it smells great. Doesn't it smell good?
Oh, it does smell good, yeah. Although that's a great idea. If I had like a department store,
it keeps you
I
in there.
would do like a nice like eating cafe, coffee, something in there as well, because that would just like keep people shopping, because they'd be like, oh, I'm so tired from shopping. And then they would go get like a little coffee and a snack or like a lunch break, and they'd be like, back to it.
But this is like a legit restaurant. Like people go there just for the thing. And I'm like, well, all right. If I'm ever in New York and I see a Neiman Marcus, I'm going.
Yeah. What's the other store that's here? Nordstrom's that has like a food
I think they do too. Yeah.
Something like that.
I don't know. We're getting fancy.
Hey, Penny from Canada. Dean Z's headed your way this week. And I know you're going to see him. Hello, Elaine. Always great to see you on here. Barbara, hello. She says she wished she lived closer. She's pretty far. She's in Vegas.
Oh,
Vegas. Barbara, are you going to the Vegas Elvis Festival or the Summer Fest thing they're doing at the International?
We're this close.
Share.
We're this close to going.
Hello, Christine. Oh, she says Happy Mother's Day in the UK. Is it Mother's Day in the UK?
How fun is that?
Well, Happy Mother's Day to all of y'all.
We've still got about 6 weeks before we get it.
Hello, Joan. She says they're an hour ahead in Ohio. So you must be the Eastern time. You must be the same as Knoxville. Hello, Teresa. Let's see.
Carol said she's had the cookies from Neiman Marcus and they were good.
I love good cookies. Hello, Francis. She said they had storms overnight. I know they're saying ours is supposed to come in tonight.
Great.
And it's supposed to be like tornado activity and like winds and craziness. I'm like, no.
I don't know about that.
Hello, Patty from Nottinghamshire.
Ooh.
I hope I said that right.
Ooh.
Nottinghamshire.
Wow.
Hello,
really
Linda. Hello, Jane. Lynn, hello. Yeah, I love it. I love that so many of y'all are on here.
I know.
So
let's delve in, guys. Elvis Week. Tickets went on sale this week. Founders was Wednesday.
No,
Tuesday. Insiders Wednesday.
Public Thursday.
Thursday public. So that's a 3-day extravaganza that I'm sure Graceland is glad is over.
So am I.
I know. I'm telling you what.
I get stressed out.
We were talking to some of y'all, and everybody says that like you get really stressed out.
I
mean, it is stressful.
I do.
It's stressful for about an hour. It's bad.
I do. I get stressed out about it.
But anyway, so Heather, you just want to go ahead and talk about what all we got?
Mm-hmm. So as we told you guys, every single year, you know, we do the whole like print everything out, weigh our options, see what we really want to go to, what we can live without, and then add it all up based on buying individual tickets, buying packages, you know, what works best for our budget, most importantly, and our interests. That's kind of how we do it.
Yes.
But anyway, this year we decided to go packages all the way. That's what we did. So, of course, we adore and love our Elvis tribute artists and can't get enough of them and their shows and events. And an amazing lineup this year of guys with Dean Z and Jay Dupuis and Dwight Eisenhower and Cody Dayanap, Emilio Santoro, Taylor Rodriguez, David Lee. Am I leaving anybody out? Victor Trevino Jr., I think I got them all.
Is Brandon here?
Brandon Bennett. Yes. So such a great lineup of guys. They've got some really cool and exciting shows. I feel like they mixed up the ETA stuff more than the Elvis stuff this year.
Yeah.
Like, you know how we were talking about last week, we touched on a little bit that they kind of like changed some events, took away some events, you know, moved some things around. I feel like they did that more with the ETAs because we don't have the Jeff Lewis after parties this year.
Devastated
A lot
still.
of people were mentioning those on the Insiders this week.
I'm hoping that they're just going to surprise us with it and be like, surprise, it's going to happen like a month before. That'd be a nice surprise.
Yeah. Well, they're doing like a after party or a kickoff party one night that's hosted by Taylor Rodriguez. So that's going to be fun. And then I feel like that kind of
appearance.
Yeah, I feel like that kind of took the place of maybe one of them. And then of course another night they have the Ultimates After Dark,
right?
Which is hilarious. So I don't know, but anyway, they've only got one Dean Z Unplugged. I know I also saw a lot of insiders on that being like, "Where's the second one?"
But somebody made a good point. He is doing a full-fledged show.
Yep,
a different one. I mean,
that's the way it is, which I cannot wait for.
I'll take it.
Yes, absolutely. But yeah, so we went with a package. And like we said, they have the 3 packages for the ETAs based on what you want to do. But we love to go to all the shows and stuff. So we're definitely going to be attending all those and taking you all along with us. And yeah, I still think, you know, we were talking about it. And then we also had to buy, because not all of the shows were included in the ETA packages. So most were, but the Dean Z Unplugged is never included. It's kind of its own thing, which I felt bad because a lot of people were confused about that. There was a couple of people that posted on the Insiders and they were like, I got my ETA package, but then I looked and Dean Z's Unplugged isn't included. How do I get it? And everybody's like, you got to get it separately. But his is a separate thing. And then they're also doing a show this year, which I'm really excited about. And it's an earlier show. I think it's at like 1 p.m. on one of the days, but it's called Elvis, The Other Side of the Tracks. And I know it's got Dwight Eisenhower, and then I feel like it's got, it's Victor, Taylor, and Emilio. It's like 4 of them, but they're basically going to delve into more of those obscure, you know, B-sides, other sides of Elvis's records and things that you don't hear as often.
You had me at Dwight.
Yeah. And that was a separate ticketed purchase. So Holly and I definitely got tickets to those 2 shows as well. So that one, and then the Dean Z Unplugged. So excited. But yeah. I'm really excited about always Dean Z's Unplugged. I cannot wait for this Jay Dean team up of That's the Way It Is. And then I know you're really excited about the Ultimate's return.
Yes.
With Dwight.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
I should just call it the Ultimate Return of Dwight.
I'm telling y'all his voice. Like, I'm so pumped about this show to hear him sing B-sides. Because it's like, I think he's our favorite on It's Midnight.
Yes.
I mean, he is so good.
Yes.
He is so good. So.
Yes. Can't wait for that. And then, yeah, That's the Way It Is. We're both going to love because, you know, goodness gracious, Holly and I actually, because we're working on our goodie bags and we're working on our t-shirts and our themes and our ideas and things. And we've been kind of playing around with That's the Way It Is. So that might be a hint of the theme to come. But we looked back on like those songs. Man, what good songs. So I can't wait for this Jay and Dean show. And I know Holly's going to love it because I know that Jay is going to do Patch It Up.
He's got to.
I know he's going to do
Y'all know
Patch It
it's
Up.
my favorite. And no one hardly ever does it but Jay.
Yeah.
So
yeah, such a great one. So that's going to be great. Of course, the contest is going to be exciting. Like we said, I know there's going to be, more contestants added as the months go by, because they're still in full swing with all of the festivals across
stiff competition
across the country. But we've already got our sweet little Riley Jenkins in there, our adorable Alex Mitchell in there as well. So it's going to be a really good contest.
Absolutely.
It's going to be an exciting contest this year.
So
always love that. And then for the actual Elvis Week packages, we did not go with the platinum.
Lord, no.
That's too rich for our blood. We could not afford that. But we did do the gold package, which was still steep and still pricey. But again, we really wanted to go to all those events. And then in order to go to, one of the things that I'm really excited about is this panel that they're doing on the Colonel, this conversations on the Colonel. And it was package exclusive. Like, you had to get the gold or the platinum package to be able to go to it. You could not buy it separately and individually. And I told Holly, I just said,
that's how they get you.
Yeah, I just said that's going to be probably a really cool panel. And, Tom Brown's hosting it. So, he's going to have some good questions.
Absolutely.
And I just think it's going to be really interesting to hear from these people that, worked with the Colonel. And then, we talked last week, Peter Gralnick has that new book coming out called
that I'm going to get
The Colonel. Yeah. And so he's going to be there talking about it and talking about his personal relationship. So I was like, this is probably like a can't miss, because, I always want to know more about the Colonel and about, exactly his and Elvis's relationship and what happened and everything.
And I think this guy will deep dive.
See, I think so too. Because Holly, because have you all read his other books? Like, I know that everybody considers Peter Gralnick's books about Elvis the definitive, almost the Bibles on Elvis. And he's got The Last Train to Memphis and then Careless Love.
And they're together, they're this thick.
And I'm gonna be honest, I have not read either.
I started the first one and I got maybe a quarter of the way in. But I think what I'm gonna do is, I just got this new app. It's a library app. I didn't know about it. If y'all are paying for Audible, here's a little PSA announcement. You know how Audible's like $15 or $20 a month.
Oh yeah.
You can just get a library card, and it's called Libby. And I'm pretty sure that the Peter Gralnick is on there, and you can listen for free. You just have to get a library card. So I'm going to try to listen to it, because here's my thing. Heather is more detail oriented. Like, if Heather gives you a story, okay, I can tell you a story in 5 minutes that Heather will take 50, because I just gloss over and give you the main things. Heather will give you every detail. That's how Peter is. And I enjoy some detail about some things, but it's like I was telling Heather, it'll literally be like, Elvis's house was the third one on the left, and here's how you get there. And if you went over here and there was the third bush to the left was a rose bush, and then over here there was something in the, and I was like, I don't need to know all that. Just get me to the good stuff about Elvis. Like,
inquiring minds want to know.
But if you want to know every single detail about every single day in his life, that's the book for you.
Well, maybe I'll try to do it before Elvis Week, because I really do want to read those books, because everybody always talks about them. And if we're gonna meet him and hear him and stuff, I kind of want to know.
Well, you might have to do the Libby app on the first one, because I can't find it.
Well,
it's somewhere in my house.
Well, that's what I was gonna say anyway. I think I'll do that anyway, because I like to read, but I also am one of those people that I can't sit down and just
I could sit down for 8 hours.
Yeah, and finish a book, and I just don't have time. And that's the thing, is I have very short periods of time that I can do things. So that would also drive me crazy, because you know how it is, you sit down and you read, and then you have to go do something, and then a few days go by, and then you're like, crap, what did I just read? So I think maybe on my drives to Knoxville,
that's your way,
because then I got that 3 hours that I could listen, and I could probably get through it and stuff. I think I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
But super excited about that. So let us know, have you read those books? What did you think about them? Were they your favorite or some of your favorites? So that's going to be a great event. That's kind of why we went, one of the reasons we went with the gold package is so we could, be a part of that and everything.
We got suckered in, y'all.
Yeah.
As always.
Yeah.
It's us.
And then also one thing that they kind of added back last minute before tickets went on sale, you guys know I was talking last week about they're doing the tours of Graceland again, and they're doing several different ones. So, of course, all week they're still doing those Presley for a Day tours, and then they added one that's a Presley for a Day tour with Linda Thompson, and I think instead of 6,000, it was 7,000.
Ooh.
And then they're also doing some tours at night with Linda solo. I think there's 2 of those. They were $1,750. They're doing one with Jerry Schilling. I think it was $1,750. And then they're doing one with Jerry, and Linda together. That was 1950. But a lot of people also, like I was talking about, they used to do these things called the hidden Graceland tours. And it was with Tom and Angie. And they would be your guides, and they would take you through Graceland, and they would kind of show you like little hidden gems like that you might not notice when you're just doing your normal tour. Or, you know, Angie will like open up the drawers and take things out that you didn't know were there, and she'll tell the like history and the story behind them and everything. And they haven't been doing those, and they didn't have those on the list for this year. But they added a couple of them last minute. They used to be 500. They went up to 750 this year.
Ooh.
Yeah, but they sold out.
I mean,
they sold out. And I get it. For those of you that really wanted to do one of those type tours, but you're like, I can't do the 1750 with Linda or Jerry, but I want to do something. A lot of you chose to do that, the 750 tour with Angie and Tom. And I'll tell you what, almost. I think that that's probably in some ways a better bang for your buck, because I was thinking about it, because Holly and I haven't done one of the tours with like Priscilla or Linda or Jerry or anything like that. But I have heard a lot of people say, because like, to me, if I'm going to do that tour and I'm going to pay that money, I want them to be on the entire tour. Like, I want them to like go through the mansion with me room by room. I want them to talk about each room, tell me little stories about, you know, things they remember. But I don't think that's the way it is from what I've read. I think you kind of do your tour and then they meet you at some point along the way and they just like tell some stories and then maybe answer a few questions and that's it. But with Tom and Angie, they take you, I think, room to room, like place to place, all that kind of stuff.
Well, and you know, even though Linda and Jerry like totally knew Elvis and totally have stories, I almost kind of enjoy Angie's because you know it's facts. You know it's she researched, authenticated, and
she's
she
like
probably
the
knows
Peter Gralnick.
Yes, she is.
She's the definitive. So. She's the definitive go-to.
Well, and I think literally though, you could ask her the most strange, off-the-wall question, and she probably has an answer. Or she could be the definitive. No one knows that. And if Angie says she doesn't know it, it's not known. So, in my eyes.
Yeah. I mean, the Jerry and Linda and Priscilla tours, when they do those, are very alluring because, again, it's like, you know, there's some of the final connections still living to Elvis that actually knew him, lived with him, worked with him, performed with him. And so, you know, it's cool. It's cool.
It is. So.
Anyway, so that's kind of what we did, are those two packages and stuff, and we're super excited about it. It's going to be here before you know it, I feel like. And you know, I'm sure leading up to it, they're going to continue to add more and more guests to the roster. So who knows who it'll be?
I mean, who knows? So.
Yeah.
So that's our Elvis week excitement. You know, as the weeks come closer, as it comes closer and closer, we'll delve into a little bit more of what we're going to be doing. Maybe this year will be the year I actually get an itinerary together and get it out to y'all ahead of time. But you know us, we're always flying by the seat of our pants. So I feel like even if I scheduled like an itinerary, I would still mess it up.
Yeah.
Because we're doing good. We've started doing at least, because here's what gets Heather and I. It's always important for us to eat and where we're eating. And so used to, we would just go and not have a clue, and we would waste all our time going, where are we going to eat? I don't know. Where do you want to eat? Where's this at? Da, da, da. But lately, we've really been good about like looking at all the restaurants and seeing what's close, what's going to be the fastest, or do we have time for this? So we're going to do that. I don't know how I got off on eating, but it's me.
We love food. Let's say hello to some more people. Hello. Do you say it Tisa?
Oh,
I think.
Tisha.
She says she got her Elvis Week tickets. She's putting her outfits together. I love it.
That's another thing I got to do too. There's so much to do.
I know. And I am such a procrastinator, and I am such a last minute.
And I'm not. I have to have it done because I can't take it. I get too stressed out.
Well, like, because every year I say like, oh, I'm going to like, you know, pick out my like Elvis Week outfits and put them all together and then whatever. And then I don't. And then I'm just to the like days before. And then Holly, I drive her crazy because I'm just throwing a bunch of stuff in a suitcase. And I'm like, I'll just decide when I get there.
Or she's
and
like,
then
this or this.
Yeah, I do that.
Or this.
And then I end up taking way too much. So anyway, so good for you, Tisa, for like already getting your stuff together. I'm jealous. Hello, Ellie from Phoenix. She says it's beautiful and sunny. She's asking, what are we up to? Just chatting. What are you up to?
Just chatting with you guys.
What are you up to?
Now, I will say, if y'all would like to know my interesting week, Dad and I have been out painting. And, you know, I've realized I love to paint. I love it. Heather, not so much. Dad, not so much. But me, love it. So, we're trying to move Dad into his new little house. And he has a huge back deck and a huge front porch. Well, not huge front porch, but like a sizable front porch. And Daddy and I have been out here the last like 2 to 3 days painting. And I have thoroughly enjoyed it. Dad has not. But so that's why I'm feeling accomplished.
I love it.
Because we got a lot done, I feel like, right in time for it, because now it's raining. Yeah. So thank goodness it had time to dry and all that. So that's what I've been up to.
I love it. I love it. I've just been working and stressing over Elvis week tickets.
She has.
Anyway, hey Cheryl, she says, question, do we know if they are live streaming the concerts online like last year? As far as I know, they are going to do the virtual thing again.
Have they advertised it?
I don't think so officially.
I mean, they'd be crazy not to.
But yeah, they've been doing it the last like 2 years. I can't imagine that they wouldn't do it again. And so I would just keep an eye out on Graceland.com. Because I mean, that's something you can like get tickets to anytime because you're watching it from the comfort of your own home or, wherever. But I would definitely say that they will be doing the virtual again this year. So just keep an eye out for that. And again, join Holly and I for our live, reactions and videos, and we'll take videos of, certain songs and shows and things we think you all would love, and we'll post that. Hello, Cinda. She's saying, do we like spaghetti? Because there was a taco spaghetti dish she found online that she could send us. Send it. Send it.
Was it like one of Elvis's favorites? Or is this just like taco spaghetti that you love? Because either way, send it. Because I will make it.
Let's see. Sarah says she's going to be living vicariously through us for Elvis Week.
Aww.
Thanks for taking them with us. Well, you're welcome.
Yes.
We enjoy it. It's so much fun. Roseanne, hello.
Roseanne, did you get your tickets?
She does. She says, we got the gold package, the premiere package, and 4 extra shows. Especially excited about Elvis Unplugged with Dean, of course. Well, we'll see you there.
I know. Maybe we'll be sitting near each other.
Maybe. Let's see.
Roseanne, are you happy with your seats? Let me know.
Yeah, because it's crazy. Let's see. Debbie says, speaking of storms and tornadoes, if you go to a shelter, what is your most prized Elvis piece of memorabilia that you would take? Wow. Honestly,
I know what mine would be.
My most prized piece of Elvis memorabilia. I'm honestly going to say, gosh, that's so tough, but probably right now I have a Elvis record.
That's what I was going to say.
That my friend Daryl Toney got Ronnie Tutt and James Burton to autograph for me. And it'd probably be that.
Well, and you also have that big old poster that's got everybody.
Yeah.
I think it's got Estelle and everybody on it.
Yeah. I also have a poster that a lot of them signed, and so yeah, it'd probably be that.
That would definitely be mine.
Because that's something you couldn't replace.
You can't replace Ronnie's signature. So.
Yeah, couldn't replace that. So, let's see. Carol says she got to go on a hidden tour a few years ago. It was fantastic. Was it the one with Tom and Angie? Barbara is asking how she can private message you.
Right here on Facebook. You can go to we're like on this Facebook page where it's got the private message, and I'm doing better. I've been bad in the past, but Heather started helping me out because she's really good. I'm terrible with responding to the messages because I'll either read it and then forget about it because I have the memory of what, a mouse. Or I'll think I've read it because you know how you can kind of see part of it and then you just and I'll think I've read it and I haven't. But Heather started helping me out. She's my little message helper. So send me a private message, and if Heather will get it or I will get it or we'll both get it, and we can go.
I know it's so funny about social media and Holly's thing, because Holly's always kind of been into the social media thing because of her singing and her songwriting and everything. And
I just love it.
Yeah, and she loves it, and she loves staying connected to old friends and old castmates and stuff like that. And so she's always kind of been active, and me, I'm like, I don't want it. And so I just live vicariously through Holly's Facebook and stuff. And so I'm always on it. And the hilarious thing with our whole Elvis thing is that usually if somebody is commenting back to you, whether it be on our Facebook live comments or whatever, it's me. I'm the one that does it, because I do love to see what you all say and read comments and whatever. But I'm also the one for any of the ETAs out there, like if it's Dean or something, I'm the one that's like fire or like commenting, on like his post or whatever. And like I watch Alex on his Sunday things and I'll like send and request songs. And so they all think it's Holly because it comes through her name, but it's me. And Holly's like, Heather, she's like, Dean and Alex and all them are going to think that like I'm obsessed and I'm like stalking them. And I was like, I will tell them. So I told.
Yeah, the Nashville Elvis Festival. I was like, I love you, Alex. I really do, but that is Heather that's commenting.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he was
like, so cute because when we were leaving, we were like, bye, Alex. See you soon. And he goes, see you on Facebook. But yeah. So I fessed up and told him and Dean that it was me that is commenting and, making things, questions and whatever. So.
Well, Heather, I don't know if it's because we're on Facebook at different times. So Heather always seems to see stuff that I don't see.
Yeah.
Like,
true.
She's always like, did you see this? I'm like, no.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hello, Norma. She says she always rearranges her schedule so she can watch us. I love that.
And I've had it. Thank you. It's so precious. That's Heather, though. Now that I think about it, that's the yin and yang of us. I love to put stuff out there, and then Heather loves to message and comment you about it.
Ew, Nancy. She says they had 4 inches of snow yesterday.
Boo.
Rain and freezing rain. Nope. Mm-mm.
I mean, and I'm done with snow. I'm done. I'm ready for spring and summer to full blast.
Yes, and I hope we do not have the April showers bring May flowers. I mean, I want flowers, but I do not want April showers. Hello, Randa from Alabama. Ooh, Ellie says Scottsdale has a wonderful cafe. Popovers with strawberry butter. I love food.
I love strawberry.
Carol says Peter Grolnick's books are very thorough. Thorough is a good word.
Thorough is the word. Heather is thorough. I am not.
Mm-hmm.
I just enjoy the dramatic. I enjoy the pieces that you're like, what? That happened? I can't believe that. Whereas Heather is like, I want to know exactly what he did hour by hour and what he wore, what he was thinking, what he ate. Like, that's the difference in us. I like to hit the highlights. Heather likes the full story. That's a good word for you, thorough. Thank you for that, because that is Heather.
Yes. Oh, hello, Al Everett. He says, hello, 'tis me. Missing Mark and miss hearing you sing. And he hears we're cooking on here again. We miss Mark as well.
I know.
What a sweetheart.
He was a dear, dear friend that died way too soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So good to see you, Al, though.
Yeah.
Yay.
I know we'll probably be doing an Are You Hungry Tonight again coming up in the next few weeks.
Probably.
So that'll be coming
up. Hey, if you got an Elvis recipe, y'all send it on.
Yeah. So keep your comments and questions coming. But also wanted to share with you, because I love hauls.
Heather's Haul.
I love buying Elvis stuff.
I need to have an intro that has music and like a graphic that pops up. It's like Heather's Haul.
Yeah, it's like a little like what do you call those things? Like avatar character.
Yeah, like yes.
That would be hilarious.
With shopping bags and stuff. Yeah. Hilarious.
So we went to the Nashville Elvis Festival, as you know, and just picked up a few things, which again cannot highly recommend enough. The Nashville Elvis Festival. If you're wanting to do some festivals and you're wanting to attend one, try out the Nashville Elvis Festival because it's so much fun. And as Holly and I said, it's just such a great area and convenience because of where they do it in this Franklin factory. And you got all these places to eat and all these places to shop and everything. And it's cool stuff too. It's like a lot of like local boutique-y, artisan, like crafted, like jewelry and vintage. They have a lot of like vintage shops that have like, what would you say? Like,
they have like a wine and cheese shop,
but they have like
shop,
old like t-shirts and like clothing.
Thrift shop. Yeah, secondhand thrift shops.
That cool stuff.
Yeah, vintage. Cool. Yeah.
But anyway, we had a great time and just wanted to show you some of our little treasures we brought back.
You've already seen this first one.
Yeah, you've already seen this one because, with our package that we also got for the Nashville Elvis Festival, because we wanted to do the whole shebang, we got cool t-shirts.
Which I'd like to say, a very nice addition. If you're buying a package, we got this t-shirt and a program book.
And look how cool this look how cool this program book is. So there's the program book. And then hold on. Let's see.
Oh, I know who she's going to turn to. No, you should show Tom.
Oh yeah, let me show this. So as we said, Tom Brown and Brian Mays are the ones that put on the Nashville Elvis Festival. And look at this dapper debonair picture, I don't know if you can see it, of Tom and Priscilla. Wow. And then that's Brian. But yeah, a really well done program book, and it kind of just details all the shows and everything. And oh wait, who's that? Is that Dean Z up top? Yeah. And Ben, they have pictures of all the guys. Cody, Emilio, don't they all look fantastic? These guys got some great photos.
I'm telling you what, I think Graceland needs to step it up because for as much money as we're paying for these packages, they could throw in a T-shirt.
And like here's Alex and Michael and Diogo. Look at all them looking great. And then Larry Strickland
looking good.
Larry Strickland looking good. Jeff Lewis, the Infinity Tribute Band. Like, so cool.
Yeah, it's just a great keepsake because this is something you can put. I was thinking about you can put in a Rubbermaid because we keep all of our Elvis Week stuff, and now we'll start our festival stuff. We have like this giant. I need to get like a beautiful trunk or something, but for now it's a Rubbermaid. And I always put all of our stuff like our lanyards and itineraries and all that. But this is just something we can literally you can go back and it's got everything like. If I'm like, who were the judges that year? Oh, they're in there. Oh,
all the contestants.
Who were the contestants? Oh, that was who it was, and you can write like your notes.
And I'm not even going to lie, y'all. It was hilarious because people get invested in these contests.
Listen.
Because as you can see, Holly and I made like little dots beside the top 10, but we had this lady beside us, and I am not kidding. She would like flip to like the pages of the contestants, and she like would write notes.
Like a paragraph.
Yeah, she would be like, great voice, had the look.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Good stage movements. I mean, I was like, wow, she's in to win it.
Yeah, so that's just a great memento that, I know we can look back on years from now. And because, my memory, I'll be like, who was there? What'd we do? And now I can be like, oh my God, I remember this.
I know. And I love Tom Brown. He's like the Holly of us because, when Holly and I, we did our show right before we went to the Nashville Elvis Festival, we did our show right before it to talk about it and all the shows and events we were going to be attending and everything. And I wore the very first t-shirt that they ever had. And then Tom had watched some of the video and he was like, oh yeah, Heather, thanks for wearing that shirt. I forgot about that shirt. I forgot that we had that one.
I was like, that's me.
Okay. And then let's see, get my little treasures out here.
Now this we didn't get at per se a booth at the festival. This was at a really cool gift shop, Nashville gift shop that's there year round. That brought in special Elvis items just for that weekend.
We get them all out.
So we got some really good stuff here.
Like I said, it's not a lot, but they're cool.
I know. I think they're really cool. Heather hasn't even opened them up yet, y'all.
I know. Well, I was saving them. I was like, we'll just save them and open them, whatever. So look at this super cool keychain. If I can get it open. Yeah, this thing is awesome. Okay, so it's a little keychain, but I'll show you each of them. So it's got an Elvis. It's got blue suede shoes.
Cute.
It's got Elvis himself.
Awesome.
And a pink Cadillac.
Cute.
Isn't this the cutest keychain?
That is really cute.
I was like, I must have that. Love that. And then this is really cool.
Yeah.
I also love pins, pin.
Like a pendant.
Pin, like P-I-N, not like writing pen, but pins, because, they're just so versatile. You can put them on hats. You can put them on jackets. You can put them on purses. You can put them on bags. So they had this one that's like the, what is this part? It's not the fret of a guitar. What do you call that part? I know it's got a name.
Like the head of the guitar?
Yeah, but it's like the head, like the top of a guitar with Elvis on it, and it's like a pin. Love it. Super cool. And then, because I love my ornaments. Look at this cool ornament.
I've never seen it before.
I know. That'll be on my Christmas tree this year.
Love it.
I know, and I like the color combination. I feel like you don't see a lot of black and gold. And you got the 68 Elvis and the Aloha Elvis.
Looking good.
Great. Like a little record album. And then, I don't even remember what this is. Oh, it's another ornament. Yeah. Okay, look how cool this one is. And the legs swivel. But, yeah. How cool is that? So, I forget who it is. I think it was Carrie asking several weeks ago, how many ornaments do I have? And I said, I don't know. I'll have to count them this year. Well, here's 2 more. Yippee. Oh, and I got a really cool idea because, eventually I'm going to start a segment called Heather's Treasures. And it's literally where I'm just gonna like make
Do
something.
a craft along.
Yes, like make
Heather's craft
something
along.
or do something. And I've got this cool idea for displaying some ornaments. When mine and Holly's aunt passed away a couple years ago, she had this cool shelf thing that has all these like little things, and I'm thinking about doing something with it and ornaments. So perhaps that will be coming. And then this is the last little thing that I got, but I thought it was so cool. It's an iron or sew on patch.
That's like the best patch I think I've ever seen.
I know.
It's really not. I've never seen one like that.
So also this could be a crafting project because I've started also buying several patches. And what do you all think as far as like, what if this is like 2 in 1 or something?
I think you should put it on either a jean jacket or a purse.
Yeah.
Like a purse tote bag.
Well, I could do a tote bag. I could do a purse. I could do a jean jacket.
A little hat.
Could do a sweatshirt.
Yeah, you did all.
Could do a hat. So what do you guys think?
I don't know.
And
before you start asking where we got these, I don't remember the name of the shop, but I don't think you can get it. Like you would have to literally go. It was at the factory at Franklin. And I mean, they're open 24/7. They're open year round, but I don't know the name of it, and I don't think you can order it online. Oh, that's not as well. I mean, it is cool, but it's not.
Anyway, I think that was all I got. Oh, and then some ponchos because there was that major storm on Saturday.
I know she was sweet. She
was so sweet. She was like, "Here's some ponchos," and I was like, "Well, hang on to these because we'll probably need these for Elvis week."
I'm not kidding. I will be taking.
But some cool little treasures and unique things that I hadn't seen and that they had. So I was like, "Well, I'm gonna get this." We put these all back in here.
Yes,
and then do you want to talk about David's thing?
Yes. So y'all,
this is super cool.
Once again, a few weeks ago, y'all remember our bestie David from over in England sent us those amazing books, which a lot of y'all have told me Teresa, I know, said she bought one. I haven't got a chance to read them yet. But remember, we showed those books and everything that he was so kind to give us that he had written. That's literally one of the favorite. I think one of the most favorite books I think I'm going to enjoy the most. I just said that all wrong. But anyway, because, there's 1,000 Elvis books. But I'm very excited to read his.
Yeah.
Because it's like a fan perspective.
And then he included those
and then the Vegas menus. Hello. My collection is really off to a great start. So this, I had no idea. He had told us that he was going to send that one. And this one was a complete surprise. And look how cute. So it came in a regular envelope, but like here's the little packaging. Look how cute. There's a cute little note in it that he wrote to us, and this is just beautiful packaging. And I'm like, what could this be? Y'all, are you ready? Are you ready? It is authenticated hair off the head of Elvis Presley. Y'all, can you see it? It is strands of Elvis's hair. Let me read it off to you. These small strands of hair are from Elvis Presley. The hair was collected after a haircut by Elvis Presley's then girlfriend, Becky. Is it Toole or Toole?
I would say Toole.
Toole, after a haircut at the Las Vegas Hilton, 1972. The original lock of hair was obtained from Stephen Schutz of Rockology LLC. I've heard of them often, and has been dispersed by Lindell Morris into strands, and they're preserved on this tape, and so it's attached with a official letter of authenticity. I'm dying.
This is awesome.
It's got like it's laminated, like it's in this like cover sleeve. I mean, they're in their own like little Ziploc bag. I'm so pumped about this. We're gonna frame it.
This is amazing.
We're gonna frame it, y'all. And
I'm not really familiar with Becky. Or are you, any of you all? We know Elvis had a lot of girlfriends and a lot of people that he dated along the way, especially when he was, on tours and stuff. I think it said, I meant to look up more about her. I don't know. I just quickly looked up something and it said she was, I think, a girlfriend and a friend in the early 70s that Elvis maybe dated or whatever.
Linda.
Yeah. Perhaps. Yeah. Because it looks like it was like 70, 71, 72. But anyway, this is amazing.
Can y'all believe it?
Like, hello, that beautiful head of hair.
I know.
And now we have 3 strands. I love it. Yeah.
I'm so
this is
excited.
so David,
So
again,
David, we cannot thank you
you.
enough.
Thank you so much.
You're too kind.
Yeah, and so many of you out there, as Holly and I always say, we're so blessed with our Elvis besties. You guys are just so sweet and so kind and so generous, and you always, ask about Dad, and think of us and send us little notes and cards and gifts and things in the mail. And believe me, they are treasured and beloved, and have a special place.
This is gonna get a special place in Heather's Hall of Fame.
It's eventually gonna. Maybe I'll get like a picture frame thing that stands up, and then it'll become a part of the.
Yeah, and then you
Maybe it'll go by Deansy's scarf.
Thank you. Yeah, we need to get like a really cool picture of Elvis.
Yeah.
Maybe from like 1972.
Oh, look, I'll show you again. Am I on it? Can you see the hair?
Hold on, we're on a delay, so let me look.
I'm trying to hold it so you can see the hair.
Here, let me see. Yeah.
Look at that.
Perfect. Good. Oh, too much. Go back. So.
Well, that's probably it's delayed.
It's delayed. But yes. So we're so pumped about this, y'all. I can hardly stand it. There you go. So a very, very special.
Yes. Thank you so much. We appreciate that.
And we love sharing it with you guys, because it's like we all have this joint collection. Because I feel like anytime we get something, we just share it with y'all, and like now it's kind of all of ours. So
yes. So huge thank you to David. We appreciate you. You're just too kind.
You're too kind, for real.
Too
for real.
kind.
Let's see some more stuff. I want to see if anybody's talking about their tickets or.
Randa is asking if we ever go to the Tupelo Elvis Festival. Yes, last year was her first year in Deansy, and the rocker was great. Rub it in, Randa. No, I'm just kidding.
It's on our bucket list.
Yeah, we have never been to the Tupelo Elvis Festival, but it is definitely one we want to go to. Like we said, we love the Nashville Elvis Festival, and it's very convenient for us, and we wanted to kind of do it up all the way this year and make it our first venture into it. But every year we say, we want to do the Tupelo Festival, and it just doesn't work out because it's always in June, the beginning of June, I think. But yes, we are going to try our darndest next year. We're not going to be able to do it this year.
No.
We just got too much going on, and too much other things and stuff. And as we said, it gets expensive to try to figure out how to do all this stuff. But that one is definitely on our bucket list, because that's also, if you're looking for one to go to that one, because it's right there in the birthplace. So you can like knock out like 50 stones with one bird, because you can, visit the birthplace, visit the museum, go to the hardware store and do all those really cool things. And, Tupelo is just a quaint, cute little area in town as well that has so much like charm and history and everything, and places to eat, places to see. And so not only are you going to get to enjoy an amazing festival with phenomenal headliners, like Deansy and Ben Thompson and Cody Danath and whoever, but you're going to get to see all of those rich history places of the birthplace and everything.
Plus, you're only an hour and a half from Graceland, so if you even wanted to take a day trip, like if you live really, really far off, you're down in Tupelo, you're only an hour and a half away from Graceland. So you could pop up there for a day, tour all of that, and come back. So
I know, I don't know what I said. I know you were staring at me oddly on the bird. What is it?
It's 50 birds with one stone. You said 50 stones with one bird.
Okay, there we go. I was like, I know what I'm saying doesn't make sense, but somebody will get it. Hello, Carol. She's saying Peter has a new book coming out this week. I don't know. You can pre-order right now. At least on Graceland.com, I think you can. I'm sure you can probably pre-order on like Amazon and other places. I don't think it officially comes out until like August 5th. I think is what I read. Maybe. I'm going to do some more research on it.
Yeah.
So that we can talk about it more leading up to Elvis Week. But I think I read something vaguely a while back that said it was coming out August the 5th. But yes, he does have a new book all about the Colonel, all about Colonel Tom. So,
and I've never read a book on the Colonel, so I feel like this is a good one to like start with.
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure. For sure. Well, because that he's done like serious research.
Oh my gosh.
And I think it's been a while since he had a book come out.
Probably because he researched them for so long.
That's what I'm saying. So I think he's like really put like a lot of time and effort into this. So
And the Colonel is such a fascinating person. Like, even if you weren't really an Elvis fan, the Colonel he's just a fascinating life and very mysterious. A lot of intrigue there. So I would think a lot of people that are just into music history and entertainment history and all that would want to read this as well.
Hello, I know I'm going to say this wrong, so I apologize. Delane, she's asking, can you still get one of the Nashville Elvis Festival shirts that we got? They were so nice. Go to their website. It's NashvilleElvisFestival.com, and they might still have this year's merchandise and t-shirts on sale. So.
Yeah, because you're right. It's one of my favorite pictures of Elvis I've ever had on a t-shirt. Like I don't know how they're going to top it next year because it was really awesome.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites for sure.
Let's see. Yeah, everybody's saying they hope they have virtual Elvis week.
I thought I told Heather, I think they're waiting until closer to time because they're savvy. Now, they're business people, and y'all know if somebody's on the fence, the longer they hold out with this virtual, some more people might just be like, what the heck? I'm just going to go and go and buy tickets and be there physically. So I think they're just waiting. And then, last minute, they'll do this virtual thing.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Tammy is asking, any word on Patrick Dunn? How is he doing? Oh, our precious Patrick. He posted another update, I think a couple weeks ago.
I haven't seen any of them. So
yeah,
I'm not sure.
I think he posted another update. So go to his Facebook page. He has one, Patrick Dunn, and then Patrick Dunn, Ultimate Elvis Tribute Artist. So either one of those, and he also has an Instagram, but you can go there. Bless you. You can go there and kind of keep up with him, and every so often he'll post little updates and stuff. The last one that he posted was pretty positive. Pretty positive. He was saying he's still recovering from that last major surgery he had in February, but that everything is looking good. The doctors are super happy with his progress and his healing and everything. So just still in super healing mode. But I think he even said that he was hoping to get back to work in April.
Yeah.
So I'm just
hoping
crossed
that this
that
is a last minute announcement.
week.
Yeah, I'm just hoping they're saving it for a big hoorah.
Because they didn't put anything. Yeah, they didn't put anything about him on all the Elvis Week schedules and events and things. But yes, Holly and I are very hopeful and putting good juju and positive energy out there that Patrick, in some capacity, I don't care what it is. I don't care if he just comes and stands at Elvis Week. He needs to be there.
We'll get him.
I can't have Elvis Week without Patrick.
He could just ride a scooter around and say hello to
anything,
and I'd be happy.
Yeah, I can't have Elvis Week without Patrick and DZ. So Patrick, come, please. Even if it's just one day. I just need you there. But yeah, continue those prayers and good thoughts for him because he still needs them.
Yes.
See, thank you, Margaret. She says no Elvis event is complete without a goodies haul. Thank you, Margaret.
Thank you for encouraging her obsession.
I know. Thank you, Carol. She says it's 50 birds with one stone, Heather. I got tripped up, Carol. A lot of people are saying it's on their list to go to the Nashville Elvis Festival or the Tupelo. Yeah. Ta-da.
Checking it out. Checking out the comments.
Yeah. Oh, cute, Nancy. She says I should do a vest for patches and call it Patchetta.
Cute. I love that. Great idea.
Oh, you know what would be a really cute idea?
What?
Is to get a bunch of patches and either put it on like a jean jacket or a sweatshirt. And then you're you could have a whole it'd be patch it up Elvis Presley and then patches everywhere.
That'd be cute. That'd be real cute.
You should definitely do that since you love that song so much.
I gotta get a bunch of patches now, and they're not easy to come by. There's not a lot of Elvis related patches out there, y'all.
Yeah. Although
I need to find somebody that knows how to do embroidery and just be like, here's a bunch of stuff to embroider patch for me.
I know. I just wish I could sew. I can't sew.
I can minimal sew.
Yeah.
Minimal.
Anyway, well,
all right, y'all.
Thank you all so much. We're not going to keep you on here any longer. We're going to skedaddle because I got to get to Pal and Holly's got things to do.
Yeah.
But Elvis Week, y'all, it's going to be here before you know it. We're already to April. And like we said, lots of exciting announcements coming up from Holly and I and everything Elvis over the next few weeks. We're going to be slowly but surely unveiling and rolling out our goodie bags and our theme and our ideas and
And
things.
stay tuned for some posts because we're going to try to involve you guys this year.
Yes.
And get your opinion on a few things. So if you see a random post, just answer it.
Please.
It goes to the research of our goodie bags. And like always, if you have an Elvis related recipe that you'd like Heather and I to try,
Send
it and we'll do some more cooking shows. You guys just let us know what you want to do. We'll be happy to do it.
But thank you all so much. We hope you have a fabulous Sunday. Stay safe in the storms.
I
If they're coming
know.
your way. Have a great first week of April this week. Hope you don't have any April Fool's jokes played on you. But anyway, have a great rest of your week. We'll be back next Sunday talking about who knows what.
Who knows?
But it'll be Elvis related.
Or will it? I'm just kidding.
Hey, our Tom Jones concert is coming up this month.
It is.
So that's coming up this month.
That's going to be fun.
So
maybe we'll do something with that, honoring Tom. So we'll see. All right, y'all. Have a safe week. Stay safe and listen to Elvis. And we'll see you very, very soon. Bye.
Bye.